quick?
Yeah, boy. That's you.
Yeah.
All right, we are at Lift Des Moines. Really excited to get this workout in. Really excited to check out this gym. The owner's name here is Honor. This is a new gym. It just opened in January. We're gonna go in, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna get an interview. One thing that's interesting about this gym is I've actually had the opportunity to talk to Ed Connor and read some of his notes that he's taken as he's visited his gyms. If you don't know who Ed Connor is, he's one of the 3 founders of Gold's Gym. And one of the things that he talked to me about is how he thinks that the gym model is changing to a much smaller model. And that's what you're gonna see here. It's a much smaller model, but it's absolutely beautiful. The lighting looks really awesome. I haven't gone over all the equipment yet, but they got like looks like a couple different lines of equipment. It's all new. It's all looks pretty solid. Looks like a pretty good atmosphere. Let's go on in and check it out.
Get it.
This is the owner, Honor Foss. First of all, man, thank you for having us. I appreciate it. Let us in your gym. Let us fill some content. Can you tell us about, like, I mean, obviously this is like a beautiful gym, you guys. We're going to show it to you in a second. Like, the lighting is amazing. You have some really solid equipment in here. I mean, to open a gym like this, it obviously takes a lot of work and somebody that's like super passionate. He has a supplement shack going. It's a really cool place. So, like, tell me about how that happened. How did it all come together for you?
Sure. Yeah, I went downtown about a year and a half ago, and that fell through. But this used to be an old kickboxing gym, and really what I was going for with this spot is I didn't want to have a corporate environment, and I also didn't want to have sort of a dungeon powerlifting vibe. Kind of two different paths for gyms here in Des Moines. We really didn't have one that, in my mind's eye, would be a place where I really would like to call home and train. So I wanted something with a little more polished, still a place that people could take things seriously, you know, hit their PRs, really focus on goals. I've got some bodybuilders in here, I've got some national record holders, and I saw people who never touched a dumbbell in their life. So I wanted a place that was not only welcoming, but also a place you can take things seriously. And this kind of was just the process of me working backwards mentally.
What did you do before you opened your gym?
I did medical sales, and then my education's in biotechnology. Oh my gosh, microbiology.
Okay. So what got you into the gym?
Well, I played rugby in college, and I was super skinny when I started, and I just fell in love with just kind of like the blood and guts, Dorian Yates style.
Let's get nasty! Let's go on. Let's keep going now. Come on. Hey, come on, let's go again. Let's go again, Yates.
Obviously, you know, the Arnold stuff for sure.
Greatest feeling you can get in a gym, or the most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym, is the pump. It's as satisfying to me as coming is, you know, as having sex with a woman and coming.
And then, you know, just watching videos of people pulling heavy weights, you know, George Lehman, Denny Magnuson, Brian Shaw, stuff like that. So that really got my foot in the door there, and I wanted to train and eat and live in the gym, basically.
Okay. So how did that translate? So you're doing medical sales, and then one day you're just like, I'm gonna open a gym?
Yes and no. It was kind of like it was in the back of my mind for a long time to open a gym. Hey, what's your name, man? Play this guy. And I really just wanted to get away from kind of like the daily grind stuff, you know. You've done sales, it can be a grind. But I just wanted something that I could have my hands on, and if it was going to work, it was going to work because I did, and if it was going to fail, it's because I screwed up. So you get extreme ownership that way when you actually own the things.
So would you say, like, you know, you had something that like boosted your confidence to let you, or was it just like you progressed and you felt like you had this level of development now that gave you the confidence to be able to do this, or like how was it like?
I don't know if it was anything like that. I just, in my mind's eye, knew that there was nothing that I was thinking of in town, and I really just kind of led with that it was going to be unique, that it was going to be something that would be what people were after, you know, and like we were talking about before, people want to bet on a strong horse. I was looking at a lot of West Coast gyms, and they have kind of the aesthetic and the vibe that we're going for here.
Okay.
And I really wanted something like that was tailor-made to Des Moines, being more homegrown. Because people around here, as we were just talking about, they're very receptive to not only small business, but homegrown stuff where people who are locals set something up. They're really supportive of it.
So okay, so you would you say like you almost got obsessed with this idea?
Yeah. It was it was a long process of just toasting my daily mental bandwidth, trying to get things in motion, right, as we were talking about with business, but also keeping things on track to actually hit a target or be what you're actually after mentally. So yeah, it was a process.
Okay. Now, how did the lighting? The lighting is awesome. What made you decide to use this lighting?
Sure. Yeah. So I saw quite a few gyms, like we were saying, out on the West Coast. They had them. They're cool. I've also seen them at car dealerships. I've got a friend from Hexagon Garage in Jersey, and he does Porsche dealerships, Bear Jackson, supercar dealerships out on the West Coast. And he said you should put these in the gym. And so yeah, they showed up, and they're easy enough to put in. And they do offer a really unique look, you know. And it's kind of it's cool that a gym can have different lighting, you know, that out of the box is good and you don't have to mess with it.
Makes the gym cool.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
We want to get people in here, like
right.
going to the gym. Like obviously, it adds a. We're as we're building like this series, like we're coming out with criteria to rate gyms.
Yeah.
One of the first things that I look at is like the vibe. Right?
Yeah.
Like what does the environment look like when you walk in? And like what is that? It's like to me, it's like lighting, music, the aesthetics. Like it's like the colors, like is there a specific like reason black? Like how did you?
I wanted black with the lighting just so it would let the gym speak for itself. You know, you're talking about smaller gyms really taking off, and I think people go to where they feel like the gym represents their personality, or they can be expressive, right? So in today's day and age, that could be clothing, that could be supplements, for example, that could be a lot of different things. How you train, right? You know, strongman, bodybuilding, CrossFit, whatever it is. So I just wanted a clean, aesthetic place where, for example, I've got armed forces flags on the walls. I've got all sorts of other stuff. All come from all come from members here. I want them to have a spot that not only looks clean, is clean, but also feels like home. They're walking the door.
So another thing, I mean, for me, I think different things appeal to different people. And there are some specific pieces of equipment that like really appeal to me. Mm-hmm. Obviously, like, you have some really solid equipment in here. Like, what made you go? Is it all Rogue?
Most of it's Rogue, and then another supplier for just kind of the odds and ends. I wanted Rogue in particular because they're American made. All my dumbbells, all my weights besides some rubber weights for some machines, all my barbells, right? My benches, I've got some Westside Com benches in there. All Rogue, I like their stuff, and it's well done. So I wanted quality, right? So it would be reflective. People could, whatever they're grabbing on, they know it's not going to fall apart.
So we talked about the members a little bit, but like, I mean, to me, like, I think members do a lot. There'll always be like some specific people maybe that stand out to you in your gym, that whether they're just helpful or whether they're, a bodybuilder coming up or a professional bodybuilder or a professional athlete or just doing great stuff for the community. Like, is there any special people that come in here that really stand out to you?
Yeah, for sure. My boy Isaiah Harris, he's a ZK47, he's a pro wrestler. He's a stud. Yeah, he's in here all the time getting it done.
You're going to meet the Royal. Oh! But I guess Bryce Jordan and ZK47 are starting this off before the bell even rings.
My boy Javon, he's prepping for a show in Dubuque. I want to say he's got like 5 weeks left. Don't quote me on that. 2 immediately off the top of my head. I got some folks in here. Lindsay Hall for sure. She's making some great progress. She's back at it. Looking really good, training really hard. Gosh, I could go on for days. But those are 3 right off the top of my head.
I mean, that's for me. Like the equipment is really important, obviously. But I tell people, like, if you put like the best state of the art equipment in a gym and it had like shitty lighting, terrible members, and like it was just like like what am I doing in here? Right? And obviously, like I'm really like you can see that you have this really cool vision. And what's it like to actually go from like having this idea of seeing this?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy going from what it was before. The walls were red. You can kind of see some remnants of it. It was, like I said, a kickboxing gym, so their color was red. To then the lights were gone, and it was just a black box basically before the lights got here, and that kind of put me in a panic mode. Getting hands on with stuff, doing a lot of the build out myself, and working with the contractors, seeing the floor going, seeing the lights go up, the mirrors go up. every little incremental step is just a confidence booster, basically. And then when the equipment started showing up, I was over the moon. So I was a little neurotic during the process, waiting on stuff, ship times, this, that, and the third. But yeah, it came together, and I can finally breathe. Which is nice.
So when did you open?
January 27th this year. So brand new, little baby.
What was it like the day it opened?
It was pretty cool, actually. You know, we had a soft opening. I didn't have some of the equipment that's in here now. Like my aid station wasn't in here, my cable rack, and I was a mess waiting for that. But, you know, we had everything else going, and people were really receptive. You know, the soft opening, way more people showed up than I thought. People were super supportive. And that's really the nail in the coffin on, in like when I thought that, okay, maybe this could be something. Some locals were supportive of it. People who were out of town came in, they liked the spot. You know, people who were seriously training on stuff, they want to, you know, plant their flag here and call it home. It's just like a weekly kind of reassurance basically for me. But yeah, it's been fun, I guess.
Awesome. So, would you say like what would you say what are your plans? Like okay, you've obviously like opened this whole place up. Like, you know, like what do you see the future being?
Sure. Yeah. I really want to be a staple in the Des Moines gyms here. We got some great gyms. Talking about some really strong ones here in town. My boy Wes at 22nd Street Barbell's got a great gym. Jake Hartman's got Des Moines Barbell Club. That's a great gym. Both really good powerlifting gyms. Got some really strong dudes in there. Justin Shepard over at Mojo's gym, awesome spot. Bodybuilding gym, he's got some dudes on prep. So I want to really just kind of join that small group of guys with really good spots. Not stepping on anybody's toes, we just have really good spots. Joe Laxton at Joe's gym in Indianola, great guy. I just want to be like a stone, right, in that foundation. And then from there's other stuff I want to do. I'd like to dial it up, you know, with apparel, get some more kind of one-on-one pieces in here, some bodybuilding machines and whatnot, and just kind of support the community and the industry as I can. I'd like to be at that FBC show next year.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
Okay, well, you know, I really appreciate your time.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. I mean, I think what you're doing here is really awesome. Was there anything else that you want to add before we wrap this up?
No, thanks for being here, man. It really means a lot that people in the industry, familiar with the industry, want to swing by, give their 2 cents. I'm always an open book on stuff. So yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for giving me time.
You know, I think what you said was really cool because one of the great things I've had the opportunity is like bringing people together. Right?
Yeah.
That's what like John Goes to the Gym is really about, is bringing people together and building a brand around that, you know. And so to realize that there is a community where all the gyms get along.
Right.
All the gyms get along. They were really focusing on actually building up the community. That's a pretty amazing thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that really talks to the people in the community and really to the values. So thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for being here.